Hello, my name is Fernando Almaraz. I'm currently a 2L student in the AHP program from Merced, California. My interest in law school began in 2009 with the nomination of Justice Sonia Sotomayor to the Supreme Court. It was at that time that I decided to do research on the court and now became an avid fanatic about Supreme Court history and the justices. Prior to that, I wanted to be a Greyhound bus driver because I really loved that big steering wheel and getting to travel around California. Also, after completing my undergraduate degree at UC Merced, I also got to work at a local winery, a pretty big winery in Modesto, California. There, I had the opportunity to work with a variety of clients. One of the projects involved actually working with the legal department. I was in corporate audit at the time. This allowed me the opportunity to see how licensing worked within the wine industry, and so I knew that I wanted to partake in some kind of process that dealt with the licensing, and so that's another interest. I chose McGeorge primarily for 3 reasons. One of them was the Accelerated Honors Program. Having worked prior to coming to law school, I knew that I wanted to get in and out. I didn't want to spend a lot of time in school. I wanted to go back and actually work with clients. Having worked as a corporate auditor prior to coming to law school, I really liked that interaction and the challenge. And so the AHP program at McGeorge offered me that opportunity to finish school in 2.5 years as opposed to the traditional 3 years, allowing me to return to the workforce faster. Furthermore, the location. Being in the state's capital allowed me the opportunity to work with a variety of different organizations that have not only a state impact, but also a national impact, such as with my externship opportunity with the California Farm Bureau Federation last summer. Lastly, the professors and the community that McGeorge builds. McGeorge is a relatively smaller school compared to other schools, which allows us the opportunity to get closer to the professors, not only during office hours, but also after class. Some of these professors have gone on to be great mentors to me, and I really appreciate that opportunity to being able to interact further with the professors outside of the class context. AHP is the Accelerated Honors Program, which allows students to finish law school within 2.5 years, as opposed to the traditional 3 years. The Accelerated Honors Program is a great opportunity for students who are looking to get in and out. It provides an opportunity to learn the same material as your colleagues while also finishing a semester early. The same courses are taken and the same opportunities are experienced. However, you're able to return to the workforce much faster. Getting in the GLS 2 Final Four was a great and immense opportunity. It was nerve-wracking, but at the same time, a challenge that was really transforming. I had the opportunity to work with a variety of different attorneys who are currently practicing, as well as professors, during the preparation process leading up to the Final Four. During my 1L year, I had the opportunity to compete in the 1L competition. This competition really was my first opportunity to experience oral argument, something I had never seen before. I completely immersed in the subject and was really excited about the opportunity to be able to compete the following year. It was a phenomenal experience, really having the opportunity to go before real appellate court judges and practicing. This has better prepared me to become a better oral arguer. Last summer, I had a marvelous opportunity to extern with the California Farm Bureau Federation. In this capacity, I had the opportunity to work on a variety of agricultural issues impacting California. One of my most interesting cases this summer was being able to see the appeal process regarding the bees or fish case. This was a phenomenal opportunity to experience oral argument in the Third Circuit Court of Appeals, as well as seeing how policy plays out and how statutory interpretation in one particular word could have dramatic consequences. I am currently the president of the Wine Law Society here in McGeorge. We work on issues of land management, branding, trademark, and other issues impacting the industry, ultimately leading to the final product, which is the bottle. This last semester, we had the opportunity to go and meet the legendary baseball player and now manager, Dusty Baker. Also visiting large wineries as well as smaller wineries, being able to really interact with the land and seeing the development from what it takes to produce grapes and soil all the way to the final product in the bottle. Definitely Professor Malloy and Sprankling are at the top of this list. These people are class experts. They are field experts. They are phenomenal individuals who are willing to go out of their way to really teach students. Professor Malloy in particular is a well-recognized expert in contract law, and I had a great opportunity to take his class during my 1L year. Similarly, Professor Sprankling is a world-known professor who has taught the field of law and helped develop the field of property law. Similarly, Professor Sprankling had an opportunity to interact with him as part of the Wine Law Society event, where he came in and actually taught us about trademark and some property rights implicated in building your own winery. After graduation, I would like to work within the agricultural industry in some capacity. Being from the Central Valley and having previously worked at a winery, I understand the importance of agriculture, especially California agriculture, not only to the nation, but also to the world. Particularly with water and property issues being constant dilemmas here in California and will continue to be going forward, I want to be part of that solution. Furthermore, having worked at the winery got me exposed to the licensing, particularly within the alcohol industry. And so if I'm able to have that opportunity to work with licensing, I would like to take advantage of that. Definitely take risks. Risks are the foundation of building your career. Had I not decided to take the risk and engage by coming to law school, I would not have built the long life relationships that I currently have. Some of these people who are not only going to be my colleagues are going to be my lifelong friends. I've developed relationships that not only help me professionally, but also become a better person and become a more understanding individual. Take that risk.